Hi, and welcome to On the Shelves at ACPL. Today we are continuing our series of books on our new bookshelf, and this group are our thrillers. So let's get started. Our first thriller is The Hooligans by P.T. Deutermann. This is about the naval fleet during World War II. We follow the story of a young man who goes to be a medic after Pearl Harbor. He enlists and works as a medic in all these different locations in the Pacific Theater. And the most interesting part of this to me is that it is based on Deutermann's actual experience as a gunboat captain during the Vietnam War. So he brings some reality, some realistic elements, because he has actually been in battle, maybe not during World War II, but in a similar experience. So if you like military thrillers, this would be a great one. Our next book is A Dangerous Breed by Glen Erik Hamilton. This is his fifth book about Van Shaw. Van is a thief and works with a ragtag crew of people who also engage in illegal activities. But Van's past and present are colliding. He has figured out possibly who his father is and found out that he is a killer and maybe not someone that you want to be related to. But in the present, he has also gotten the attention of a international criminal who is blackmailing him to steal something of value to him. So Van has to get together with his friends and figure out how this heist is going to go, and he may have to involve the one person he is not sure he wants to get to know, his possible father. Our next book is Then She Vanished by T. Jefferson Parker. This is part of his Roland Ford series, and Ford is hired by a client he doesn't really trust to find his wife who has disappeared. And at the same time, there are all these random bombings that are going on in the city. And then Ford figures out that there may be a connection between the bombings and this woman's disappearance. So he is definitely challenged to figure out what is going on and who is behind all of this chaos. Our next book is The Palace by Christopher Reich. This is a Simon Risk novel. Raphael is living the good life. He is opening a boutique hotel. Everything is going great. And then he is arrested by the police, thrown into prison, accused of a crime he did not commit. The person he calls, of course, is Simon to come get him out. Simon gets him out, but then finds himself a wanted man and on the run from people who will not give up until he is dead. And so both he and Raphael must figure out why all this is happening, where the people who are chasing them are, what they're trying to hide, and where they're coming from. And it turns out to be pretty close, perhaps, to one of their pasts. And they discover the reasons behind why Raphael was framed for this crime. And our last thriller for today is Marah, Chase, and the Fountain of Youth. It is by J. Stringer. It is the second in this series. Marah is back in New York City. She has a job, she has an apartment. She is ready to give up her treasure finding ways. But then someone hires her to find the Fountain of Youth. And at first she's very reluctant and not really believing that this actually exists. But then she finds out that a friend had also been hired by this man and is now missing. So she gets involved, even if just to find her friend, and finds herself in a deadly chase to the Fountain of Youth, and she is against her old nemesis, Nash. Those are our thrillers on the new bookshelf. I hope you found one that sounded good to you. If you did, you can put it on hold by calling any of our branches or by going to our website, alamancelibraries.org, and clicking on catalog. Thanks for joining me on the shelves at ACPL.